what am I saying? Today is May. Hey guys, and welcome back to the Painting Sheep channel. It's been a hot minute and I have so much to update you all on. Today is the 20th of May already, which means that exactly a month ago, David and I, my husband, got married. So that was a big thing that happened. And I actually ended up leaving my day job. I worked at Starbucks the week after our wedding, and then that was my last week there. But I would say artistically, the biggest news is that on May 4th, the tattoo shop that I am a part of now opened. It was our grand opening that day. We had a huge flash day event and it went very, very well. It was so much fun and it's very surreal for me to be working in a shop full time, but that's currently where I'm at. With that being said, I recently completed another sketchbook, so I wanted to go through it and show you guys and do a little sketchbook tour for you. This is the sketchbook that we will be diving into today. It is a Strathmore Sketch Premium Recycled Sketchbook, the 400 series. This sketchbook, as you guys will see later, is filled with a large myriad of things. Quite an exciting one. It's all over the place, but yeah, let's get into this. All right, guys. As you can see, this is a very old and raggedy, very loved sketchbook that I've had apparently since sometime in, I think, high school. Even on the side, I had my name written out, and now you can, it's like barely legible. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a decent amount of embarrassing good stuff in this one. All right, I guess I had some notes about a potential sketchbook tour, and the only note that I wrote down is that this paper is a little bit see-through. Looks like this was back in 2008, which is actually, I believe, my sophomore year in high school. I graduated in 2011. Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. There are love notes to past boyfriends, which is great. This says harang, which means love in Korean, and I think I was just kind of doodling on this page. That eye is not bad, and I do draw a lot of eyes and enjoy drawing them now. I also wanted to mention that this sketchbook also has a lot of recent drawings from my from tattoo designs or tattoos that I've done. I guess this was a free draw for one of my classes. I got a stamp saying that I did it. I guess I just doodled. There's Abu, there's Pikachu, there's some ladybugs. I clearly did not have a style of drawing at this point in my life, which is like 10 years ago, guys, so just gotta work at it, and it slowly just develops on its own. Here is Misty from Pokemon. She's just so cute. I was obsessed with Mickey, I'm sure around this time, because I even like chose to spell my name wrong. Oh gosh, this is also like throwing it back to the first boyfriend. Yeah, but I loved Mickey Mouse. There's Stitch. I think this was a music lyric, as was this one probably. Not that I remember what music I was listening back then. I think this was another free draw kind of thing. My people drawing style was quite different back then. Let's see. This is P, which is Rain, who is a Korean like pop star. That was April 21st of 2009, so almost exactly 10 years before our wedding day. I think I was playing tennis at this time, or starting to. And see, we totally do a bit of a time jump, and now these are stamps that I was practicing making for our wedding favors, which is funny that the date here was so close to the time of this, but I was just testing them out. I would have preferred using block printing ink for these, but these were actually just done in acrylic paint, and it worked out really well. Here is something else that was for that class. I believe it's my own hands. September 16th of 2008. Here's another one of my hands, practicing drawing my own hands. I think we were supposed to like be holding something. I hold in my hand a tennis ball because it is a sport I have fallen in heart with. I heart tennis. Wow. It's embarrassing, you guys, but this doesn't even make sense. This tennis balls are not this small. Here we were starting to learn about perspective and the different angles at which you can look at a cup. I'm pretty sure I didn't need to draw this, but I guess it was like a weird attempt to draw a man. Looking at it now, he has no chin. His nose is comically large. And his mouth, I didn't really give him lips. So this is when we were learning to, what's the word? Like, oh, sight. Duh, it's right there. We were learning to sight drawings, which is basically holding a pencil up against an object to measure how long things are in reference to each other. I think this was just a day we were supposed to draw like a still life, and it must have been around, yeah, it was around fall time because it was September of 2008, and I think it was just one of the props that my teacher had in the classroom. And then on another day, we were supposed to draw, I think, 2 or 3 full of these little Chinese takeout boxes. This is when we got into cross hatching with ink. We were doing single line, like hatching, and then cross hatching, and then in this one we were just supposed to do different marks in each one. This drawing was for an assignment. Basically, we had different pages to choose from that we were going to cut to like a certain amount out of. So this is just like, oh wow, it's not glued in very well, but just a sheet that we were able to pick, and then we had to kind of create the rest of the drawing. I'm like pretty still proud of like the amount of detail and stuff that I was able to get in this drawing. I think we were supposed to draw something that we use often. So it says, these are something I use very often, almost every day, and I don't think I'd be able to do my hair without them. They are my bobby pins. I think I stuck a couple of bobby pins in here that I was referencing because my teacher wrote, thanks for the 2 bobby pins. Here is a skull. I'm pretty sure we were looking at a photo reference of a skull of apparently a 1.5-year-old child. And then approaching Halloween, and we were supposed to make these little buttons, and I don't know what happened to the buttons. I don't have any now, but we were supposed to make what would be the tops of little buttons, and each one was a different one. So this is like a clothing article, an activity, another activity, and then a deceased person, and I guess I drew my dog. Her name was Huni. Ooh, this is one of those like gridding out the image and then drawing out each square. This is Frida Kahlo. This was done in October of 2008. I'm really proud of this one. This is when we started to learn about drawing hair on, I think, both people and on animals. We were starting to prepare for, I think, one of those scratchboard assignments, and in this one, I believe we used an image, and you know when you do like, kind of like making a carbon copy, but you use a graphite pencil, and then you lightly line it so that you have like the outline that you need. You can kind of see the outline that I made using this technique of this cross-eyed cute little pup. Another one of the gradient practices I did, and I guess this is when we started to draw more objects, December of 2008. You know, your very basic still life drawings. These are not that bad. And this was another assignment where I think my teacher set up different shaped still lifes, and we had to draw a little section of it, and she gave me a 4.5 out of 5 because I needed darker cast shadows, which I could totally see. If you just compare this drawing to this sphere, you can already tell that I could have definitely darkened things a bit more. This is when we were supposed to draw, I think, anything we wanted using that involved like spheres and different like cubes and shapes, and I guess I made a Wall-E squared. This is like Wall-E 2.0 in my weird head, I suppose. But it's pretty cute. still pretty happy with that drawing. Another hand, I guess we were just still doing more. Look at this cute stamp that my teacher had at the time. This was another practice, I guess, with our hand holding something. This was in the beginning of 2009. Ooh, this is when we started to learn about color theory, and we were supposed to make our own color wheel and then do gradients from color to color. More gradient practice. Here is an apple and an orange. I don't remember if I used photo references or like real life references for these, but I think I was really happy with how these turned out. And I still am. There's charm there. And I think I was trying to use contrasting colors to create shadows instead of using black. I just don't think I had a very strong handle on blending colored pencils. This is when we started to practice little like droplets of water and like the reflections that they cast. I don't know why I did such a huge one. I don't think it works as well, but these tiny ones look pretty nice. Here is a little bell pepper. I think I was really happy with this one too. I might have just been doing these ones just for more practice. There's no grade on this page. I started to, for some reason, draw a rose, and then I never finished. We started drawing like ribbons, learning to shade. This is when we started getting into perspective, which still to this day is not my favorite, but we were learning where the vanishing point is and how different objects will look in reference to where the vanishing point is. So another exercise where we had to draw 16 different boxes in different perspectives. In this exercise, I guess we were supposed to draw, I don't know what we were drawing here, but just another exercise in where, you know, in perspective, because this was my vanishing point. Another exercise, making a bookshelf. Another exercise. I'm not quite sure what I was referencing here, but some cute little bunny dolls. And then I don't think this was an assignment. I think I was just drawing for myself a bird's eye perspective of my room at the time. Things are not the bright size. I can tell just by looking at this. Another assignment for a class, I think, or a practice. This is actually my room. My teacher said I did an excellent job. Yeah, I guess this was my room at the time. Was it? I think it was. I guess I was drawing a hot dog stand. Look how crisp these lines look. Still like that. This was in May. So May 12th. Today is like what, the 18th or 19th? So almost exactly 10 years ago. These were my drawings from then. We were learning how to draw buildings. This is a pitched roof. I guess we were supposed to draw another one to practice. Here's another exercise we did for perspective. No wonder why I hated it. We did so many assignments. I think this is how my teacher was grading, but we had to draw a house, and we had these sheets of paper to add on to this page to create the vanishing point because it was going to take up a lot of the sheet of paper. Moving on. These I'm actually quite happy with. I think this might have been for an assignment as well. So this is almost exactly 10 years ago. And I guess we were practicing drawing some eyes. And yeah, I'm really happy with these. I think still to this day could say that these are some really cool drawings. Drawing other facial features. These lips. I'm pretty dang proud of those lips. And this nose isn't bad. I think these could have used a little bit more darkening certain areas. Here's another one of these gridded drawings that I started of Albert Einstein, and I did not finish this one. Look! Oh my, if you're watching, these are your drawings. I guess you drew in my sketchbook. But yeah, I've always admired my mom's very kind of whimsical and line-based little drawings that she'd practiced when she was younger. So I guess I had her draw. This was November of 2009. I drew Dumbo. Yikes. These are some very anime-like eyes that I drew in December of 2009, and I don't know why I did two pages that are quite similar. I even signed this one. She's crying. Sad. And page of roses and a moon. I don't know. I think I was starting to draw my guitar, which I still have, by the way. Just never play it. Just more practice of a sphere and a bowl. Not the best. I think I started to draw my sister, never finished. This was an assignment, but I was drawing like a bird freeing itself from a cage, and in hindsight, very, very cliche. I still think the drawing was pretty cool. I don't know where it is anymore though. More sketching out. Yeah, it was like something that opened, I think. So I remember it being decent size, and the cage was here like this, and the bird was like flying out. And this jumps to 2015 when I was going to Westminster in my comp and design class, or composition and design class. This was notes also from 2015. I guess same day, but a different class. Notes from my beginning painting class. And now jump to 2019. I was like flipping through the sketchbook, so I wanted to fill the last few remaining empty pages with just some rough sketches. These were for my, I think it was one of my painting classes, and I was doing a project that incorporated self-portraits and imagery from nature and meshing the two. These were potential sticker designs. I was trying to go for like a film noir bunny, but I didn't really like them. I don't know, never went through with it. And now we're jumping to some tattoo designs. This was the first time I was drawing a meerkat for my friend Anne-Marie. She ended up going with this design, except the little feet were too big, so we edited that. But yeah, just all this practice. This one looks so funny. More designs that have been tattooed. I think this one was tattooed, and this one was tattooed. It might have been this one. I think this one was tattooed. Just more random sketches from more recent times, so sometime in 2019. These were for the little notebooks that I've been making for Craft Lake City. I was trying to sketch them out, but guys, I'm realizing that I'm just not a sketcher. Not much of a sketcher. I just kind of go for it. I think I was testing out all my Sharpie markers or some kind of markers. These are more tattoo designs that I've done. So this was in March of this year. This one has already been tattooed, and these ones have already been claimed. This was for a client, Casey's finger tattoo. We did a finger tattoo of some flames. This was very rough sketches for Nick, who was getting a tattooed design from me, and he wrote a note and gave it to me at Starbucks. This was for my client, Brooke, and this was such a fun tattoo. This was for my friends Milo. It's Naomi and Ruth. This was for my client, Andrew, who wanted a buffalo, and these were just kind of rough sketches to get me warmed up. This was the final result, which I tattooed on him. Sketches of Toby. These were really difficult. You can see that I started and then he would move, so I would barely get his ears or barely get the shape of his head or just get his body before he would move. But cats are quite difficult to draw, guys. These were for a client, Catherine, and it took a few tries, but eventually we got to this final drawing. We even did a little cherry blossom branch on her finger, which was maybe my favorite finger tattoo. Well, no. I don't know, I've done a few finger tattoos that I've really liked. These were rough sketches for those party favors that I made for a wedding. Looky here. My very first flash sheet that I completed. Let's see. Tattooed, 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 tattooed now, just recently. This was tattooed, this was tattooed, this was tattooed, this was tattooed, this is tattooed, and these are scheduled. Yeah, and these went pretty well. Another flash sheet of just faces, which I've only done this one so far, and this one has been scheduled. I would like to do these a lot more. This was tattooed on my friend Callie, which was supposed to represent kind of a balance between masculine and feminine energy. Yeah, this was a really fun one for me. This was on Jordan, one of my best friends. He wanted a coffee branch. That was a lot of fun. This was when I took my bloodborne pathogens test online to get a certificate, and I took some notes because I'm a nerd. Just some very light graphite pencil sketches of some mushrooms and some eyes, some moths, some sketchy moths. Ooh, oh my goodness. And guys, I guess we've reached the end. These were in here once, and then I cut them out. Oh, and my bloodborne pathogens. Here it is. I should keep this somewhere else. But there it is. This is the end of this sketchbook. And this is from my class. We made a little pocket, some things in. But yeah, this sketchbook is complete. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this sketchbook tour. I know it's a little bit all over the place. I hope it's not too dull to see like assignments that I did in high school, but I just thought that it's good evidence of how far you can come. Not to say that I am like amazing now or anything, but you know what I mean. Practice really does make a difference and gets you somewhere, because I am tattooing now, which is great. I don't think I ever thought in high school that this would be the path that I took. There were a few times here and there that I did consider it, but it was just kind of too far out for me to really realistically think of it as a future path. But yeah, it's been 2 full weeks that we've been in the shop now, and I'm loving it. It's a little bit of a strain mentally still. It doesn't feel too easy and natural just yet, but it's really nice to be in our shop. If you are interested, please give my tattooing Instagram a follow. I will put that here somewhere. If you'd also like, please follow our shop's Instagram, Everybody Tattoo Studio. It's a great shop filled with very talented and genuinely kind people, and we all have quite different styles artistically, so please give everyone a follow. And if you're local, please stop by and say hello, because we really do love that. And check out our beautiful space. We have mentioned at the shop that we may start a shop YouTube channel, so if that does happen, I will keep you guys updated. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys an update. I hope you guys enjoyed diving into this book here. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you guys so much for watching and being here. I know it's been a minute, but thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to hit that subscribe button. Would it be here? Hit that subscribe button if you would like to see more videos like this, and hit that bell button if you'd like to be notified when I randomly upload a video. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Thank you for watching.